Time? The play takes place in the dream time of memory, a kind of afterlife of the spirit. Place? Central Massachusetts, the Woodlands. Within the Woodlands are abstractly indicated Dunkin' Donuts, the House of He, and the House of Margaret, each separate indoors area, perhaps could be indicated by skewed paintings. This play could be performed outdoors. Scene 1. He walks to the woods from the audience's direction. Then he walks into the scene where Rich is. And the scene continues over donuts and coffee at the morning Dunkin's coffee break. She is off to the side someplace in a separate light, reflections of the forest.
My soul clung to you like dew to morning grass. It was inevitable that it would come to pass, that I loved you. Like a small animal, I held fast to your clothes. You fed me and I kept you company, and then you cast me out. But the vast fields and sky of my love expanded, and I could not hide my heart anywhere, and I clasped my memory to me, and molted of all hope, wandered the earth alone.
When did she send it to you?
This morning. At least I got it this morning by email when I came into the office.
So what do you do when she sends you love poems? Tell her it's over? Ignore it?
Ignore it. I told her we can only have a professional relationship, platonic, friends.
Does she get angry? I mean, the bitches always do.
No. I'm the one who's angry. We never fought towards the end when I pushed her out.
You never get angry. Mr. Laid Back. At her. Angry at her? I'm still angry at Susan.
Not at her. Angry at myself.
Why? Did you have a fight with Margaret?
No. I am sick of Margaret. My regret.
Well, what do you mean, sick of Margaret? You dumped Gwen for her.
Her birthday was nice. Her brothers and mother came to our house. We cooked for them, plenty of wine and pasta, garlic bread. They even smoked with me. The brothers came outside, away from the mother. But
speaking of which...
Yeah, I can get you half an ounce. So I'm deluding myself. I mean, she's making demands, marrying ones. They all do.
Well, Gwen didn't.
Gwen didn't. So I thought she didn't love me that much. The more they want to dog you, put the collar on you, the more valuable it makes you feel.
Well, speak for yourself. I don't know what love is. Karen died.
After death.
Left me with 3 daughters.
You've been married how many times and you don't know what love is?
Now Susan and I are separated.
I thought you two would make it. How long was it?
5 years. Maybe if her kids had liked my kids. And we tried everything, co-counseling, therapy for the kids. It got so her kids and my 3 wouldn't eat in the same room. And I'm not allowed to criticize.
Happens. My kids can't stand Gwen just the same.
I grew up with 6 sieves in backwater Maine. We didn't have time for love. The black flies were too thick. My parents didn't have time. Too busy making a living. Now, I'd rather go to car shows and try to buy a VW Cabriolet. Hitler loved VWs.
Your man.
Yeah. I found a great postcard of him at a rally in an antique store in Shrewsbury.
Gwen freaked out when she saw the swastika upstairs. She broke it, said by mistake. I told her it was only history. That we were interested only as history.
Blue light memory. To she in his imagination at Dunkin's, at another table, suddenly lit up in a dreamy blue or other light.
You a Jew hater?
I dabbled in this stuff when I lived down south as a child, but But then I met one of the New York Museum of Natural History's most foremost herpetologists, a Jewish guy. So now this stuff is just memorabilia.
I can't have it here if you want to be with me.
Her light fades.
I told her it was memorabilia, just history.
Yes, history. I thought you despised these weak Jews as much as we did. All she wants is your money.
Not a lot of that.
To support her art habit. She should stand on her own 2 feet. We can't have good men like you of our race infiltrated by people like her.
How did you even know she was Jewish?
I was told. They pass and infiltrate acting like real Americans instead of the subverters they are.
I think I've made a mistake.
With Margaret?
I will never forgive myself for betraying Gwen.
Now, if this one's not right for you, dump this one. I mean, there's plenty of women out there online. I just got a hit from a 25-year-old blonde with size triple D tits. She likes fish, sex, and fish. It's perfect for me. She says a fisheries biologist like me is exactly what she wants.
You going fishing with her? Is it hooked up yet?
We're meeting in Palmer next weekend. It's exciting. And there's so many women out there wanting just to have a good time. With plenty of money, good jobs, no reason to stay with someone who isn't right, who isn't self-supporting.
Promised her.
Who?
Promised Gwen.
Promise what?
That I would never do to her what other men did. That we would get married down the line. That she was safe with me.
People should stay together because they want to, not because they make promises.
I wanted to.
So what happened?
I met Margaret.
Re-met Margaret. You knew her when you were teenagers. I told you lots of people were reconnecting with their high school sweethearts and marrying them.
I promised Gwen I would stay with her. I mean, she's been through such shit.
Her own fault.
Assholes used her and dumped her.
She didn't have to sleep with them. Her own choice. Forget it. You weren't right for each other.
Yeah, so you keep telling me. She used to warn me that people love to destroy love.
To she, in his imagination again at Duncan's, the blue light.
Why?
Oh no. My first lover told me, and he was right. They like to kibble at the different too.
Kibble?
Nibble and kibitz and niggle. You wouldn't listen, would you?
Never. No one would convince me I don't love you. What's the rock song? There's nothing anyone could say about you. I'd defend you.
Even if they list my flaws.
No one can divide us. Anyone who puts you down isn't my friend. I wouldn't listen.
They embrace.
You're so pure.
Lights dim on her.
I loved her. She was the love of my life.
Ah, come on. What does that mean? Love of my life.
I don't know. It means longing. It means I knew her in my past life. It means I'll know her in another life.
Your kids can't stand her. She was an artist, a painter who sold no paintings. Give me a break. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
She gets commissions occasionally. The show before our breakup went very well. It was very well received. Here, I have a clip still in my wallet, in fact.
Yeah, but did it make money? It didn't work enough. It wasn't normal.
You know, she had money once, and if she didn't have it, she didn't care.
Don't you?
She was right. I mean, my kids should be out of the house. They should be living with their mother, not us. Chuck is doing okay with his scrap metal. Carrie is trailer trash. Karen, I can't believe he still fucks her. She's as big as the house now. He says he only sees her so he can see his son. And Carol changed her boyfriend again. Lucky was a nice guy. No brain, but decent.
Hey, like father, like daughter.
My daughter has been with Hermes Medical for 4 years now. No raise, no promotion, no new job.
Poor thing.
Yeah, I guess. That's the first time I've ever heard you empathize with somebody.
It doesn't go deep. I don't care, basically.
Like you don't care about going fishing, even though you're a fisheries biologist.
You do enough fishing for the whole department.
He to she offered his memory.
Rich, he doesn't care about the lakes and the ponds. He ensures there's no passion anymore, like the old guys like Bert, who knows everything about an area, who go out into it, who love it, who tell stories about it. It's just a job to Rich, like a corporation. I mean, it's his specialty. It's his paycheck.
Do you and your daughter and Margaret get along?
Yeah. I mean, my daughter likes her because she's got money and a good job, and she's appropriate for me and acceptable. No threat to anyone's ego.
You know what they say about plain women? They'll do anything for a man.
Probably true. Now, if we sell our house and move in together with her spoiled son, I know how Gwen felt now. Well, she spoils him, and I can't say anything, like you. I mean, it's fine when Margaret comes over. She's nice, she's easy, but if my kids and her kids have to live in the same house...
So, what are you getting at?
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the whole thing. I'm sick of my kids. I mean, I love them, but I'm sick of them. Margaret, I'm tired of her. You fuck a woman 50 times and that's it. You know her. There's nothing new. It's done.
So why do you say you loved Who's It's then, eh?
Blue light change when he waxes poetic with the guys, as if he's speaking to she.
I don't know. It was cold outside, like today, and there's snow on the ground, 20 inches, bigger than my dick. I think how we went to the field near my house, and the big spooky torqued oats, and there was lightning, the scent of ionized air, almost like clean fur, lynx fur. And we walked under the lightning at the beach. Here, I'm wearing her lightning. She made it for me.
Shows Rich a silver charm around his neck inside his shirt.
Nice. Point is, the people are attracted to people. Nothing lasts forever. She's past her peak. Well, if beautiful. If you like that type.
She was beautiful. Beautiful women in trouble.
Exactly. She's not 20 anymore, and it shows. No need to settle for anything less than prime. You had to get rid of her. She's a loser. She's a leech.
Fucked up. 1 week I promised her she could stay with me forever, and the next week I made her leave. I think Margaret hypnotized me. Bert says if I still love her, I should go back to her. If she would have me.
She would have you. I'm sure she doesn't have a lot of options. And we all know Bert's nuts.
Well, not necessarily true. Men still smell her pheromones. I mean, if I took her back, sell this house when I retire, or rent it to my kids, and put up a Cabela's cabin.
Come on, living costs money. That's a daydream. You don't want that.
After Margaret's yuppie mansion? No, probably not. I mean, I like it soft. Margaret is my featherbed. No worries, scuba diving vacations, pasta, pretentious artsy friends.
Gwen was artsy.
Gwen was an artist. And she was not pretentious. Yeah, she might have gotten further if she were.
Well, who needs art? Like politics. Who needs either of them? I mean, I like to read. And your Goomba friend, Paulie, he does his trash art as a hobby all over his place. And all that junk art.
It's nice.
Well, the art is fine as a hobby. Unless you're famous. But even Paulie worked for the state till he got his retirement.
Fucking mad. I'm sick of pretending. It's all bad. I'm just sick of it. I let you with my kids. They play me left and backwards. I just want to go outside with a deer in the snow and hunt like birds, figuring out their patterns, leaving civilization behind to connect with those rhythms of our ancestors without the blast of electric light and the dull ballast of our material wants.
Yeah, I'll take central heating in supermarkets.
I owe Gwen for whatever little honesty I have. I owe her. I mean, if they take her away during some fucking Homeland Security ride, I would lay down my life for her.
That's bullshit, and you wouldn't.
You saying I'm a coward? Maybe you're right. I wouldn't. I'm not the bear I thought I was. I don't have the guts. I'd save myself.
Hey, yeah, that's life. You can't change anything. I mean, women, they're all the same. Just settle in with the easiest one and jerk off to Lucy Liu or whoever and get over it. You know, we're just having a moment of nostalgia.
Well, you really have it up to Gwen. Why, did she put you down? I mean, she could be pretty undiplomatic.
No, I just don't think she's right for you. I don't like these uppity Jewish women, like I said, and neither do the people I hang with.
And who are they? The Neighborhood Crime Watch? What's not to like?
They killed Jesus, all of them. They hate him.
Since when did you become so godly?
I'm not. It's tribal. I'm a white Christian. That's who we are. People like her are always looking for that angle.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I don't know. You're quite such a redneck.
Well, they're not true Christians. Anyway, whatever they are, they don't belong here. They aren't real Americans. And look, at least if you have to be with one chick, Margaret is right for you. Even though you're the authority at work, Mr. Encyclopedia of Nature editor, on the outside, you're such a boho. You need someone who's stable, who has some substance to take care of you, keep you centered. Hey, you want a Marlboro?
Corrupting me? Thought you quit.
I did.
He turns down the cigarette offer. Rich doesn't smoke the cigarettes. Lights on Duncan's dim as the lights on the woods rise up. He walks, scene 2, into some place inside at his house. Quiet outside, coyote howls.
I've done it. I've broken with my parents. I'm practically middle-aged, and it took me all this time.
It makes you happy.
The light changes suddenly. She appears in the background in the woodlands in a blue shadow with branches over it through the whole scene.
It does. It's because of my deer. Did I tell you about my deer?
No, tell me. Tell me, Bert. It'll take my mind off things.
Well, I didn't even want to go hunting when I got this one. I'd already gotten one 8-pointer with my bow and one good doe with my shotgun.
The one you gave us some stew meat from.
Right.
He light up on Bert. She is imagined by he as listening to the story, but is not there. Rather, she appears as a mysterious deer woman on the scrim or a hologram. The hunt scene could be acted out, improvised as if taking place as he relates it.
This was one of the best years I'd had. I had what I needed. I didn't need more. So I didn't really want to go hunting again. It was cold, about 6 degrees, really cold and really windy. My car radiator broke down the day before. I worked on the radiator all morning long. Then a friend of mine dropped by and asked if I wanted to go. I said no. I was in a radiator fixing mode. But then another buddy of ours called from the woods on his cell phone. Are you guys going to come out to join me? He asked. He said he was seeing a lot of fresh tracks. I won't say exactly where we were going. I don't want you to know. I don't want anyone to know exactly, but it was somewhere between Rutland and Princeton. I still wasn't in the mood. And then he called back. Come on, guys, he said. There are all kinds of stuff in here. We asked him what he was seeing. We figured he just wanted some company. So we said, what the heck? And we packed up our gear and went in my friend's truck. We got to the woods, and we were calling back and forth on our radio phones. He kept describing things we couldn't see. Are you sure you mean over there? Where? What, the cul-de-sac? All of a sudden, we realized from the description we were talking about different places. Finally, we straightened it out, and we were on the same page. As soon as we entered the woods and split up, I began seeing tracks. It was windy, and it was really cold. I wasn't comfortable. I was pretty grungy. My top was camo and orange, but I was still in my radiator jeans, and they had antifreeze all over them, so I wasn't scentless. Okay, Bert, if you're here, you might as well do it well. I realized my shirt was out, and I heard myself clicking because the cell phone was rattling against some of my gear in the pocket. So I stopped, took the cell phone out, wondered what could I do with it, because after all, it was a new cell phone and I didn't want to lose it. I thought maybe I could leave it in the woods, but with all the snow, I mightn't find it again. I put it in an inside pocket with the radio phone. Tucked myself in, walked 50 yards. When he calls, Bert, are you there, Bert? Bert, are you there? Now, I have to undo and get it out and start all over again. He tells me where he saw some fresh track, and I put the walkie-talkie away and continue. But now my shirt's untucked. I'm just not right. So I stop again, tuck my shirt in, and I get myself together. Finally, I'm ready. I'm composed. I'm comfortable. You have to be comfortable, or there's always something distracting you. I'm walking along, and suddenly I realize everything is perfect. The wind is coming from the right direction. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Usually I'm hunting at first light, but this light is clear. It's hard to describe. It's at just the right angle. It doesn't get any better than this. 99% of the time, nothing is in your favor, but everything is in my advantage. The wind is making a background noise, so I can't be heard. The snow is fluffy and soft. You know how when it gets so cold, and the snow actually softens, and so my footsteps couldn't be heard. There was no crunch underfoot. I begin to relax, to get into this. Then there are tracks into a thicket. I could follow the deer in, but I know no deer is gonna wait around for me to find him.
Right.
And
There's the sound of the wind.
Sudden, something clicked. I wanted to be there. This is great, I'm thinking. Everything goes eagle eye on me. I can see perfectly. I breathe slowly. As I move, everything's still my way. The wind, the light, the snow, it's out of Larry Benoit. It's out of the books I read and reread and was reading before this deer. It's all to my advantage. And then I step on a twig hidden under the snow. Come on, Bert, I say, just because it's going well. Don't get careless. Everything else is in my favor now. Don't get lazy. Don't blow the opportunity. Don't mess up. No sooner had I walked another 50 yards, really slowly, when I'm looking through medium-sized hardwoods, when between two trunks about 60 yards away, I see a dark gray slab. It's not a tree. Is it a deer? I keep looking. It gets blacker, probably where the guard hairs is showing through in the light. It must be a deer. I was shooting black powder, so I put up my new muzzle loader with the scope and sabots. It's just like a rifle. When I sight it in, I can hit a bull's eye over and over again. I breathe. I start to panic. I'm not steady enough. I could take a pot shot. I'm not sure what I'm aiming at. I have to get closer. I wait. I make a decision. Everything's to my advantage. Maybe I can make it closer without the deer seeing me. So I begin to stalk him. Everything's going fine. I retraced my steps later, and I was walking sidestep. But I'm nervous. I tried to breathe and place my feet really carefully. There's pole trees up ahead. I aim. Maybe I can get a shot through them up to the ridge. I just don't know if it's an honorable shot. I can't tell what part of the deer I'm aiming at. If I can just make it over there to that tree that's bent over, I can use it as a bench rest and I can get a good look. He's still there. I think it's a he, but I haven't seen a rack yet. So I move so carefully and I get there. I have to place myself either above or below branches in the way. I place myself above. I had to go carefully. I couldn't just make it there the way I could when I was younger, but then if I were younger, I might have taken the pot shot and blown it. I'm breathing hard. I raise the scope. I see something go up. It must be his neck. I look for antlers. They don't do that with their back end. The thing goes down, and in the flash of snow and sun, I see antlers. It's a buck. I have just this much corridor to shoot through. I know I have to make a decision. If I wait, he may scent me. With his head up, he may be getting ready to move. So I aim, and I breathe and pull off the shot right to his flank right at the spine. I don't know too many guys who could take a shot like that.
True. Good for you. I hate false modesty.
Now, I see a kind of chaos I've never seen before in the woods. The deer has lost the use of his back legs, but doesn't realize it. He uses his chest and front legs to crash through the woods. He's that powerful. He bashes through the pole trees, bounces off an oak, pulls a grapevine, gets tangled in it, breaks it, pulls some of it of the short growth with him, and then as he's heading towards the thicket, he turns his back to me, and I can get another shot in the neck. I didn't want to let him go with just the one. I could have tracked him. He would have fell eventually, but with that kind of fear and disbelief pumping through him, I thought it would be better to just hit him mercifully. He goes right down. I couldn't believe the size of him when I got to him. He had a big 9-point rack and weighed at over 175 pounds. He was about 5.5 years old. I went back the next day to see what had gone on in that area. If the other guys had pushed him to me, not just, hey, I got a buck, that's the end of it. Like the Indians, I respect this animal. These animals, I study them. They are my school. I take every extra minute figuring them out, where they go, how they live, all year round. So I tracked the buck backwards. No one had pushed him out. In fact, he had been tucked up, lying down under a blowdown. The other guys, the only deer they had, glimpsed that they were moving. Then I realized the twig I broke It probably got him out of his bed to investigate. And then, with only one noise, and it seemed far away, what with the wind and all muffling it, he went about his business. Everything had to be right. The clarity of the sun, the angle in the sky. It was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The substance of the snow and the wind. Sometimes you get lucky. 90% of the time, it's against you. You do the work, you take the advantage, and sometimes you get the price. And then I realized it was probably the one mistake that got me the deer. If I hadn't cracked that the twig, he might have just stayed tight, and I would have passed right by him. Funny how a set of nuances like that, put together just right, can make it happen, isn't it?
He and she react. She's been listening on the side as a revenant, not real.
Yes. People might say you're hunting your father, Bert. You need to get it ironed out with him.
The lights change.
So, I brought my father meat from this deer.
And he told you, you fritter your time.
I could have almost murdered my father tonight. It was scary. I want to make peace with him, but every time he strikes a nerve. I know he just wants me to justify his life, make it have meaning, that his rage is bluster.
The Sioux say you take your enemies with you in the afterlife. Gwen told me that. Those you betray.
I should have broken away for good when I went to California. He's always harping on our being Armenian, that I'm ungrateful, don't realize the horrors of what his parents went through in the genocide, how lucky I am to be in America. He never questions the values. I understand what the horrors of his father's life did to him. Now he should understand how he passed on that evil to me and my mother without meaning to. The American dream is immigrant making good as he did. It's not my dream. It's his. And I don't want money. His money. Lots of money. I get by in a room I made in a garage he has never seen, never wanted to see, will never see, because I don't even want you to know where I live. This deer I brought you all, this meat, I make the time to do this. Just as my father makes the time to make his money. This is my work, my real work.
Yeah.
Lights change subtly. There's snow. She is shadowy, real in the past, inside the scene.
You know, hanging out with you two, you're two of the only people who know what it's like, who don't make me feel like I'm dumb.
You're anything but dumb.
I guess hunting's like art in a way, if I could do art.
Yes. We are like your substitute parents. You're our middle-aged surrogate son.
Change of light another time.
Bert's woman is a dog. I mean, totally. Yes, he's obsessive about it. Yes, he thinks he can't do any better.
The lights change. Recollection further in the past. She, and Bert walk into a clearing in the woods. Branches reflect all over the bed. It's fall. They wear camo jackets. Perhaps they track as they walk into the woods.
What a magical, perfect, cleansing day. Just the three of us, our picnic, Bert's morels, my baked bread. Friends.
Enough as it is, without the magic thinking of religion.
People make up other worlds with gods and angels. With this one, is too unbearable. Escape to fantasy is better. Everyone wants an altered state.
Life is the stories we tell each other after the moment of reality has passed. How's the new job?
Fine. When I'm alone on the lines with the truck, which is often, I hate the people. All they do is drink and compete with each other for some petty little slot in their tiny worlds and brag about the people they can hustle. Feeling like big guys for spying on people for the cops, passing information up the line. Hey, they're used to hate. Some of them are ex-vets. We spend trillions on it in this country, don't we? Love is the enemy.
She hands him a sketch.
I like it. Is it me? Hunting my deer? I'd submit one of your drawings to this guy I know runs a sportsman's newsletter, but I'm too scared.
Why? That's ridiculous.
You said you were on the list for being an activist?
Are you still seeing that woman?
Yep. She's crazy. She lives at home. She can't break away.
Where does she live?
Why would you want to know that?
Well,
That's nobody's business. I don't know. I don't blow people's privacy. I don't understand why you would ask me.
gee, sorry.
Bert, she didn't mean anything by it.
You're at Crane's, right? Your new job? Better watch out. Working in Lortonville.
Why?
Everyone in that town is far right. Ex-cops, ex-generals.
And you? Do you pass on information like your buddies do?
I just mind my own business. I'm not political.
That's abdication, Bert. It's irresponsible. You have to speak up when the system you live in does the wrong thing.
It's too negative. Negative energy puts my head in a bad space.
Don't mind her. She just likes to embarrass me.
What's embarrassing? Speaking your mind? F you.
Such a prima donna.
Wait. Shh. Listen.
What?
That crow. Stop. They're making a sound like a kodo. Listen.
Bert and he can't hear it. Audience hears it. As Bert exits or is no longer lit,
She leads me by the ears.
there's a change of light. He and she, perhaps they walk. She might cut a branch off a sapling to start whittling into a bow. Maybe they track and talk or just sit watching the shadowy woods.
You are my ears. You hear for me.
Yes. How many things have I heard which no one else has?
Let's see. You heard the turkey vultures?
When I went west alone with my constructive warrior anger to Sioux country, I stopped at the Snow Mountains where Crazy Horse had visions in the long pines. 3 mountain ranges, one sharp with granite, one with snow, one soft, round female, and the turkey vultures were crowding over a skull, a cow or buffalo skull, I'm not sure. And they were moaning. No ornithologist has ever heard it. They aren't supposed to sing or make sound.
Maybe they're wings.
Maybe. Keening. In the days when I spent more time outside with nature than with people, wandering, tracking, watching, it was a vulture who led me west. I asked one which direction I should go to, and a single vulture with its wings spread up headed westward. A few steps later, I found the rock I keep.
With a buffalo image on it. Weird.
Weird. I wish I knew shaman and he could tell me what it means. In blue space. And then the spider's growling, sitting at the lake, no one else around, sun getting stronger for spring, and a spider sits down beside me like Miss Muffet, and I hear it growling as it sidles near to me.
It loved you. It sensed you. You were a woman where insects come to die. The dragonflies, remember?
And then I heard the spider once before that, in winter inside at Crane's, when I was on the John, same sound, like a stomach rumbling near me.
And the rabbits.
Rabbi and Bits, yes, hanging out on the grass, lying there under the bush every day for a while until they trusted me. One came close one day, I swear. He smiled and he whispered a very, very light sound that no one could ever even hear, like the white hare who rose up on his hind legs.
When we camped in that huge nature preserve by the Gaspee, it was Manabush, the great white hare.
Yes, Manabush, greeting me alone while you slept and no one else in the reserve. Listen.
The lights change. Odd kodo sounds are heard and continue through to the opening of scene 3.
Oh, I wish I knew how to draw a sound.
The lights fade. And then they come up on scene 3. Duncan's, near the beginning of Margaret and he's relationship.
You don't want me to cut my hair? My mother keeps telling me I should.
Oh, no. Oh, you're my big long-haired hippie, my hunter-gatherer. Everything I wasn't allowed to have. Oh, I trust you. You're solid. Unlike...
Scumbag. How could he do that to a small rookie?
Married as a virgin. My mother told me don't sell the milk before he buys the cow. All those years of marriage. And I was faithful. And he goes off with my best friend. I took him back after he cheated on me the first time, but now
What a betrayal. What a woman. Faithful for all those years.
Yes, it's all about my children. I wanted them to have a stable family, a good Catholic family. Oh, I know you're not a Catholic anymore, but well, you wouldn't betray me. You wouldn't go back to Gran or sleep with anyone new, would you?
Of course not. I'm your rock. You're my salvation.
Oh, I know I'm not beautiful like she is.
You're beautiful to me.
What did you see in Gwen? I mean, she sounded so unstable.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I should have married you in college. We would have had a wonderful family. You wouldn't have had to go through this torment with these awful women and your wife and then Gwen.
Do you mind if I get a little high?
Oh, go ahead. I get a vicarious thrill. Oh, I quit cigarettes. I still carry the Marlboro pack, though. See it?
Something spooky in the way she holds it out and moves her hand oddly. The lights dim on Margaret, and as they change, she exits. It's now Duncan's, but some months later, Bert and Rich enter. As Bert and he speak, Rich drinks coffee.
I'm leaving Gwen.
It's run its course.
You're not going to try to convince me to stay?
That's your life.
She's too autonomous. I mean, I don't need it. Her honesty is too inconvenient. She makes me feel inadequate, second rate. I don't know why, but bottom line is I resent loving her. Like the old Joan Jett song. I hate myself for loving you. Half of me wants to knock her down, to best her in some way. The other half wants to do right by her.
Your basic human needs and conflicts. To do good, to contribute, or to compete. Competing, besting for a righteous cause, people die for that. Admiration and envy. We often are attracted to people we want to be. It's called ambivalence.
Pop psychology.
Well, I learned something from all those years in therapy.
I have a new woman. I have what I want now. Someone who's right for me, a worker, a mother.
That was quick.
I don't vie with her. I feel like I want to take care of her. Then I can do some good for her and her life. She's wounded. Her husband just left her for her best friend.
She's a terrific lady, Margaret. Pleasant, easygoing. Everyone loves her. You made the right choice. Good thing I ran into her at Centrum New Year's Eve, told her you were single again. Everyone respects you. We're happy you have someone at last who's worthy of you. And I don't know, even Bert and I would agree on that, right, Bert?
I'm not the one to ask. Maybe I should say you're crazy. Why would you leave Gwen? What else do you want? And Rich, our friend here, was not single. He was living with Gwen. Gotta go.
Bert exits as Rich and he briefly wave.
You know, Margaret went to Our Lady of the Flowers Academy.
Yeah, I tried to get my girls into that school. I couldn't.
And it turns me on just thinking about her in that school uniform.
Well, her father is Camino, the Camino family, right? She's from one of Worcester's first families, cousins of his.
Yes, grandfather was a capo, a don, a godfather. Her parents bought her and her husband their house. Her family's all judges and politicos. The father was
right? Yeah.
Right.
It impresses you, huh? Nothing wrong with that. Social standing, prestige, it's good for your kids. You're worthy of it after all. I mean, Gwen doesn't have any.
Margaret's a powerful woman. I mean, she has a powerful personality. She has personal power in her aura. But hey, families made alliances in the past for political reasons, for social stature.
Or command of the resources.
Lights down completely on Rich. Dim the light as he exits Duncan's and then turns into the woods. Scene 4. Getting ready to go hunting. Checking the shotgun and putting on camo. E's house, almost the present.
Maybe you ought to call Gwen. You and she are hunters.
Maybe. I like my women older. They know something about life. There's this 70-year-old woman I know, and I can't believe it, but I'm attracted to her. I confess, I left Gwen a poem one day, unsigned. She never mentioned it. Well, you'll do when you're older, and what you will do when you're older, and there is no Margaret, no Gwen, no kids.
Go hunting. I don't know. Grow a beard, make meat, build a cabin, get my woman back, live for the moment, live for love, be a man. But Margaret, she's entropy and luxury. Why leave Versailles for a tent? I don't have the balls to take myself back out in the cold.
You, the ice fisherman?
Me. All I want to do is kill something. It's all bullshit.
No. It's corporation. Like Franz de Waal says.
Like you and your father? Like my kids and Gwen? Like the assholes you work with?
Like Rich, with all his office politics when I worked with you guys. Assholes. Wouldn't promote me because I didn't have the degree. Well, that's how it should be. How it is in the animal world.
Not the animal world I know.
In our human world, there are hunters and there are farmers. My father is a farmer. Stuff, security, the nuclear family, incestuous, fear of the world, of the snow and of time. Hunters, fearless, in the moment, not hoarders, inward, seeking freedom, wanting to defend and protect and provide for the community. Oil and water, snow and the bulldozers which clear it for the economy.
What am I?
I love you, but you're a farmer, clinging to what's safe. A farmer like your uncle's family homestead from the 17th century up the street. You're milking cows as a kid.
But I love to hunt.
You don't do the work. You go into the woods smelling of pot, like now. You're hasty. You don't scout. You don't take your time.
Hey, I got my dough. When I met Marg again, it was a sign. Fate, the deer, then running into her again.
Signs are what we invent to justify ourselves.
Gwen would agree with that.
Gwen was fearless. I'm not afraid anymore either.
He recollects the past. She is lit.
You didn't want a family. You don't.
I didn't want children in this context. If all they would be is something to pay for through time, if money come to love the way it does these days. I didn't want children I might come to despise. People who know that about themselves are better off childless. At least I wasn't like your ex-wife who had children. She
felt nothing for.
Yeah.
You were selfish, both of you. Margaret isn't selfish. She's a wonderful person. Her work with special needs kids makes a real contribution.
Why not work with the gifted?
All she's ever wanted is for her family to flourish. Her only ambition is to do her job and to be a good mother.
I thought I might be selfless in other ways, through my art, revealing the common psychoses destroying humans and their world.
Bert says you're fearless.
I am fearful of everything now, making any decision.
The lights dim on she. She exits unseen.
Your kids need to feel secure. You need to live the story of their childhood with them all over again before they can get past all the pain of the divorce and stand on their own. Like me and my father. I had to go through it, live it, relive it, before I could come to terms.
What do you think I should do?
Hunt with me. And go where you're needed. I would if I could, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. You make it sound so simple. Let's go. You don't care what people think of you, do you?
I follow my path like you do. Life is too short not to be a rebel.
Bert's obsession with his father. Funny how he complains about it. I met him once. He just seemed like a nice business guy to me. My kids probably say the same thing. They're still so screwed up, even after Margaret.
The two men take their shotguns, music and a change of lighting as they go out into the snow, a deep blue free nightlight, a bruised twilight sky. Tiny Christmas lights somewhere in the distance flicker like fireflies. Bert is gone, the light dark around him. We hear shots as she appears in the shadow in the woodland like a woman, like a doe.
Love is a collection of images. I miss the dog in the morning, getting us up, me making you breakfast. Oh, I was fused to you. My personality grafted into yours. No more myself alone.
You're so pretty in the morning. How do you do it?
Me a mess in my robe, still smelling of bed and woman perfume. And you warm and cuddly, like a puppy of a son bouncing around at dawn, making jokes over coffee. I never knew how you could be so funny so early. Oh, I wish I could remember what you said.
Made you laugh.
He grabs the shadow of her while the real her reacts, something physical, something funny.
Yeah, yes, I miss you leaving and me going to the easel and the dog lying down with me, encouraging me to paint. Then getting up and taking me out for walkies. I miss us shopping at the supermarket, arguing over junk food.
Beefaroni versus organic greens.
Am right. Separates all of humanity. I even miss your kids' hostility.
You grow accustomed.
Like my fair lady. Yes. Accustomed. Habituated. Reading in bed together. Making love. Snow. Getting up early in the frigid cold to bundle up and go ice fishing. eating your hazelnut at Dunkin's, watching The Simpsons. We were so close.
And you hated some of them. You hated South Park. You'd go bonkers if there was a TV on that you didn't want to watch. My kids thought you were nuts not to want to watch.
I'm an artist. My inner life is my purpose, my purity. If I don't want it violated by some invasive commercial path, which will lurk like an obsession on my consciousness, that's my business. And it's not crazy. It's a vision quest. Still, I miss it. Even cleaning the house, the lamps, the throws, the way I arranged everything, the odors, pine and old dust and clean quilts, leaving.
You left often.
Coming back. The routine. I miss you. Love is a collection of senses remembered. The very thing which attracts me, maleness, toughness. In love, is there always one who is the center, as Thomas Mann, I think it was, said. The sure beloved, the one who is the sensitive, the lover, the assertive male, bring home the meat.
I can never find anything after you clean the house. They're going to breakfast. It was fun once a month, but it cost money and it put weight on me. And my kids' hostility wore me out, put me in the middle.
But the one who is loved, what I miss, is a reality of both character and action. Two distinct things. What he is, what he does. I can't miss what hurt me. How can I? Just for the sake of what was a mutual experience? For the sake of what is able?
I miss the lovemaking, the red teddy, slipping off the edge of the universe, lying in bed, the snow, ice fishing, the owls.
The lights changed to an inside light, perhaps further in the past, right before they broke up. Daytime.
What's the matter?
It just can be at Crane Village. You won't believe what happened. You know how that Pierce kid at work never showed up while I painted everything on my own? I complained.
Right, you had to, even though I know in bureaucracy standard if you actually do a good job, but it shows them up.
Yeah, they met with both of us, mediation, told us they didn't want us making trouble. Turns out the kid was put into his job by some rep from his district. His folks are big in the evangelical church there, along with this Politico. They gave me 2 weeks' notice. I couldn't understand why my boss, Christian, hung up on me when I tried to talk to her about it weeks before the meeting. It was bizarre.
I agree, it was uncalled for, rude.
She treated me like I was untouchable. Her husband is a big deal in Homeland Security. And my immediate boss had badmouthed me. Tried to give me a bad evaluation when I did some flats with a blind girl who came. It was ridiculous. I am not trained to lead the blind in art. It was a setup.
The lights change. The next dialogue is in the past. No particular place.
Is she working? I mean, she should stand on her own 2 feet. Are you working?
Tell me what business it is of yours whether I'm working or not.
Everyone needs money.
I don't. I work at my painting. 10 hours a day. I thought you would like that. I'm not taking jobs away from the good Christian Volk.
Stop it.
Some friend. With fronds like that, as Judy Holliday says, who needs an enemies?
Lights brighter, indicating the present. To rich in the present.
And she does things like that, like taking over the house, like she was the empress.
Perhaps from way back in the woods, looking at Rich and he.
I never felt comfortable in your house. You never made me feel at home, like it was my home. I was afraid to play music I liked.
We hear Margaret's voice from off stage.
Oh, you don't want that. Her? Someone who makes your kids feel like a stranger in their own home? Oh, what a torment for you. It sounds like she's using you. Sounds like she's in that case. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
He picks up his shotgun.
Here, try it.
I'm a tracker, not a hunter. I don't know guns.
But she takes the gun and shoots it.
Shit! Oh! My ear! My right ear! I can't hear out of it.
Crossfade to she on the phone in the spotlight.
I just got back from the emergency room. I had shotgun blast trauma to my right ear. You're supposed to know better. You should have warned me to use ear protection. I don't know if I can see you anymore, let alone move in with you, if you can be so thoughtless. Say something.
Don't leave me. And don't tell me you can't see me. If you see someone else, I'll hunt you down and kill you both.
He speaking to Margaret, whom we still cannot see.
When I wanted her to move out,
Very quickly, change of light, perhaps in the woodland again, behind another tree, another time.
Didn't you realize your car's tires were shredded to the rims?
I didn't have the money to replace them.
There was almost a blowout. I could have been killed.
I've done some bad things in my life, but the worst thing I've ever did was give a guy a ride in the back of my truck who was hitchhiking. He wanted to get out, tapped on the cab window, and I didn't stop the truck fully. As he fell, as he jumped out and lay there, he might have been seriously injured or dead. I don't know why I didn't turn back.
Blackout. End of scene. Scene 5. The lights up in Margaret's house. From off stage to Margaret on stage.
He's still emotionally involved with her.
And her?
He's pretty damn jaunty. She just keeps walking on. Just to spite us.
The lights change. We see Margaret to he on a cell phone.
I just read your emails from her. I don't want you to have anything to do with her. Tell her you can only be friends on a platonic basis, a professional basis. You're through with her. Let her know it. I don't know why you even want contact.
He, walking from the woods, responds on his cell phone.
I told you that over and over again. You don't have to be jealous.
Jealous of that non-entity? I have a good job, a family. What does she have? Nothing. No family, no real profession. If she were any good as an artist, as a woman, she would have made her life into something. We have free will. It's all her own fault. What has she ever accomplished? I have asked you to cut all ties with her.
Why?
Love is loyalty. What you feel for your family. She wants to isolate you from your family, your friends. You come from a prominent family in this town. Why would you want to risk its reputation with someone like her? I want you to let me know what she does. I mean, she's apt to take revenge. Sue you, blackmail you. She's not trustworthy. That's what they're like.
He pauses at Matt, unasked. Who are like? She has remained outside in the woods, crouched, and is now lit up, rising up.
When you had no job, I resented having to support you.
I lost how many jobs for no reason?
The camp thing, the kids hanging up garlic and breaking your taxidermy models, spitting in your sandwich. Then you react after months of it.
I put a fist up that little prick's asshole, harassing me all summer.
And that little goody two-shoes spy rats on you. Whatever you say, they fire you.
It's the worst thing I had ever done. Said, I never had said anything like that before. I was at my wit's end.
What an awful witch.
The lights cancel the woods and the house. She and he talk anywhere now in an inside light.
And then working for the school system, and they line item veto My job. Only my job. No others, after 3 years of everyone loving me. To save, what, a crappy pittance a year?
Now,
Things so subtle, even the victim doesn't realize people have been manipulating her life. The unseen bastards, let them show themselves. Like knocking over a straw man to set me up, and then...
so many people said it was wrong of me to support you. If you couldn't get along with anybody at work, they said it was your fault.
I got along with everyone except the pierced kid. Who said it was my fault? Rich? Your daughter? This new woman? Like the Sioux, push them off their land, to poverty on the reservation, and then call them lazy. It's easy to ruin someone, and then when they're ruined, put them down. I thought you understood. We're on my side. I had the balls to stick it out like I do.
I thought I could do better. I started looking. First Colleen, with little tits, and then Robin. I tried to help her with her writing, and then Margaret.
Pauline? The environmental cop? I thought she was gay.
She is. She came on to me. Aren't you jealous?
No. When I had some success with the last gallery showing,
I was envious.
I thought you were proud of me. You showed everyone the newspaper.
I was proud.
As it reflected on you, your status, your ego. I see. I thought it was of me.
I was envious. I figured you'd leave me.
No. Why would I? I loved you. You dumped me so close on after the gallery success. Somebody turned you against me. Just as I could have taken the next step to where I needed to go, somebody turned you against me.
I resented your painting. I'd come home and you'd be working instead of making me dinner.
That's such a cliche. The only reason I was working so well is because of you. You were my muse, my lover, my brother, my friend, my ground base. The reason you turned against me. I can't figure it out. Tell me. Tell me what happened. How? I saw your eyebrows go up when you were watching Pride and Prejudice, Keira Knightley, when she walked out into the halls of the Lord who wanted her. I saw you think you might find someone that young. I saw you agree with her choice to marry him for the statuary.
Yes. Why shouldn't she?
It influenced you. Or at least confirmed something you had already begun to want to think.
On he and sheets, lights up on the woods where she is. He Margaret's house. Now he and she are on their phone.
So, what's your relationship really like?
Well, she's wonderful. She makes friends so easily. It's enchanting. Everyone loves her. Strangers.
Oh, when will you be home?
At 6, dear.
Could bring home some milk?
Yes, dear. She has dinner ready, even though she's been working all day. Or she takes me out to eat.
Come to my previews. My next show. Alone.
You and I have so much in common, Margaret. She was smarter than I am, but you're nicer than she was. She would want to know why you want me to come to your shows alone.
Because I don't know her. She doesn't want to meet me, and I've only invited people I know. And because you and I haven't had a coffee more than once since we broke up, and you gave me back some of my paintings I'd forgotten there. It's been 2 years.
She doesn't want me to see you.
She has you. She took you. And she can't stand it that we're friends. Although I don't know why I am. A sense that what I loved has to be basically good. Why can't she show some generosity? She's the victor, after all. I mean, how insecure can she be? This is so childish.
He thinks you're rough.
Rough.
Right.
What a fucking bitch. My people were inventing medicine when hers were painting themselves with woad.
She's not a bitch. She's a saint.
She pushes me out of my relationship with you in a matter of weeks, and she's a saint?
He thought you were bad for my family, and I needed to get you out of the house. She's afraid of you, that you're violent.
She comes into my life and nearly destroys me, puts me down, but she's afraid that I'm violent. This woman runs you. What do you see in her?
Maybe I like being run, being a husband, doing my husbandly duties.
Being completely controlled.
Being controlled by the demands of my limits.
Do you show her all our emails?
Not all.
Because she hacked into some of our correspondence. And she threatened me, subtly, but a threat. When I asked her how she got the emails, she wrote, I work for the government.
She's just messing with you. She's a school administrator.
She's evil. The 2 times we have seen each other in person since we broke up, one in Plymouth in the park, one in Rentham at the mall.
Yeah, her friend saw us, and then a relative. She was really upset. It's why we can never see each other again.
You really believe it was a coincidence that we were seen twice? She had you followed. A friend of mine told me her maiden name is a mafia family.
So, she's powerful. My mother's side of the family was mafia once. I wish they still were. And she has a sorceress's power. I like that. I like being dominated by someone who has a high moral compass, who gets so much done, who has so much structure in her life. It's good for me, for my kids.
You're all so superior, aren't you? I am blocking your email and hers.
She hangs up. He is no longer lit. Bert is lit. We see she in the woods painting at an easel.
Why does he show her our emails? Why does he tell her everything?
Intimacy. To share everything, it's like a warm blanket.
It's like he's in thrall.
The power of suggestion.
Bert takes out a Marlboro pack. It does not smoke.
Why do men like bitches?
A woman who claims a man has the balls to take him for another relationship makes him feel important. She has that kind of dominance. It means she knows she's important. Like the peregrine falcon female who kills the male's mate to mate with him instead.
Seamlessly, the next dialogue is in the dark. Each speaker spotlighted in the past again, facing the audience.
You haven't had children, so you don't know what it's like having the animal in the house you gave birth to, that you're so close to, all the responsibility to it. The time you feed it, teach it, and clothe it, cuddle it, and then it grows up. It's still you, yours. You still feel closer to it as the future of your line than to anything. You don't understand that. You don't have that responsibility. Marg understands that. It's what matters. We share that.
Understand that connection to Earth and her creatures and to each other. Silvered eternality, more than moments. There's the joy. I understand that she's been hurt by her husband's betrayal, as you have hurt me, both of you. I would have understood if you left me for someone like Robin.
Aquatic biologist, excellent writer, has some real talent, grows her own food, has free-range chickens, hiked to Havas Supai. I did have a crush on her. Her accomplishments put you to shame, me too. But she was taken.
My kind of girl.
End of scene. Scene 6, back in Duncan's, the Woodlands too, and Margaret's house are also lit.
Margaret's a proper lady. Gwen was completely loose about sex. It's a cultural difference, no shame. I know it's a double standard, but that's my culture.
You enjoyed it?
She had a lot of partners before me.
Well, I hear that in her culture, they say that women should get as much pleasure from sex as their husbands. That a woman can divorce if she is dissatisfied.
Really? She looked so haggard after we got back from the gallery week.
She is off to the side again. The recollections of he take over, and they move to each other.
You looked beautiful at the gallery opening.
Yes. Did that bother you?
That woman over there, she must be only 20. She looked like a movie star.
She's glamorous.
High maintenance, expensive.
that's what you want, go for it. I don't compete. I don't stay where I'm not wanted.
Why are you looking at chocolates? You're supposed to be buying my parents a gift, not looking for stuff for you.
I am looking at gifts for them. See you appraising me. I looked like shit, let down after all the work for the show. You were so cold. You started acting weird, distracted.
Everyone said you were just with me for security, that you were just using me.
And you never questioned why they would diss me?
Why?
Racism. My political activism? Artist envy? They don't want you to settle. You have enemies. That's what I was once told. Any number of reasons. You tell me. Just look at what happened. First, your friend, Bill Fitzum, who you seldom see, who has worked for the government during the Cold War. Both he and his wife speak Russian and travel all the time to third world hotspots, to places behind the Iron Curtain. And at dinner, he asks me if I think I am superior because I am Jewish. And then, out of the blue, he sends me a picture of a doe shot in the eye.
I told him it was unsportsmanlike, that it upset you.
He looks at she. They're very much in the outdoors now, with wind in the summer woods and a serene sense of solitude conveyed by the lighting. Again, like a doe on a knoll, sniffing the wind for enemies, she is spotlighted in an odd blue light. He's perhaps now in shadow.
There are other factors I can't figure out. I know I sound paranoid, but truth is truth. And these are strange times.
There's no such thing as conspiracy.
People who are filled with hate always plan to do harm to those they consider their enemies. Because they can. That is human nature. Boys love clubs and secrets. Reality. Someone has something different. Some kinds of people want to destroy it. They use the excuse of a system, defending the system, communist or capitalist or religious, to call what makes them feel like they're missing something a threat. Power always coalesces to the top. Those who aspire to the top do the master's bidding. They systematize jealousy. Think. As I was preparing for my show, we were sent that peculiar soup from some fishermen you barely knew, and it tasted awful. But you ate it and then lost your sex drive. Then we heard these weird noises all night long. The only way I could sleep was by pressing my ear against your chest and other hand over my other ear. You were tired all the time. We got this lingering virus which exhausted us while I was setting up for the show.
As she talks, perhaps he re-enters, shadowy. Perhaps together they act out the discovery of some of this, miming it almost a dance of surprise, facing each other at the end.
When we came back from the gallery opening, there were black scuff marks and red smudges on various objects in the house. There were cuts in one of my favorite paintings. None of my emails went through to you at work. You were asked to lecture at Clare House Sanctuary, where they had canceled my lecture series when I tried to get a grant to do a student art project about nature versus post-industrial reality.
Too political.
Too political, they said. Our backers, they said, some of the corporations I was slamming. They had you lecture here a month after the show, the very anniversary of when we met 10 years ago. And it turns out, who was there out of the blue but this new woman, convincing you out of my sight to see her. And she turns out to be the same woman I had smiled at who looked at me with utter hostility. Just nailed me with the look when she entered the lecture room, which basically said, I am going to get you.
He is now fully seen, no longer shadowy.
Coincidence. She was nervous. She's really very nice. You'd like her.
And there is no such thing as coincidence. My first love used to tell me that, and he did work for one of the secret armies. And Margaret is the daughter of a general, by your own admission, one of your own attractions. And I know from my first and others that the military and the politicos, the banks and the defense contractors and the mafia, they are all intertwined.
Everybody knows that.
My paintings had themes with attacks on authoritarian government, on militarism, on godliness, on missiles and corporate money, Grazian hyperboles about the American presidents, x-rays, layers of the corruption under the faces, collage. And the town newspapers had given me full pages of pre-press. Painter takes on authoritarian government. And I've had this kind of thing happen before and warned you. And then you go on 2 dates with this woman and act like a man in a trance.
That's what love does.
And throw me out.
You fought with Rich over whether you were working or not. It embarrassed me. You fought with my father in public before he died.
Called my friends terrorists. That we were misguided peaceniks who do not understand that we are justified in taking what we need for the only country in the free world which is truly free. I mean, it was like a caricature. I was shocked. I had to speak up. And why did it matter to your friends so much if I was working or not? Huh? Did you ever ask your buddies what business it was of theirs? And why didn't they congratulate me when I did have my showing and get my good reviews? Didn't you ever wonder? Fear? Status? Ego. I thought we'd go on an adventure. A journey.
Your journey. It's not mine. I wasn't interested.
But you're a writer.
A job.
You wrote some of your best stuff during our years.
You inspired me. It's part of why I loved you. Sure, I was tempted to expand, maybe to write poetry, but your trip is not mine. Artists suffer. Isn't that what it's all about? It'll be good for you, the breakup. You'll paint better. You'll meet another artist or a rich man.
Lighting changes back to Duncan's. Rich is still there, now lit. He from the woodlands to Rich.
She said it would be like falling through a glass ceiling to come through her past and land solidly in trust. 2 years we wrote to each other before we even made love. It was romantic. How many people write letters by mail about anything these days? She finally trusted me. Still, sometimes she would wake up with bad dreams, crying like I was leaving her.
You left me for an ugly woman with a big house. It was so real. Because of your kids' hatred. Because of...
I will never leave you. Certainly not for an ugly woman.
He enters to Duncan's, sits down.
She trusted me. I betrayed that trust. I didn't support her in any of her aspirations or defeats. I lied. What a weak bastard I was. Looking for the conventional. I guess I couldn't deal with her being different. Who she was, for her talents, what I thought I loved. What the hell did I want? I'm not sure what happened to me, why I made her go.
You'll never trust again.
No. She got depressed. Sometimes I felt I could make her happy.
Lights down, lights on he and she as he rises from the Duncan's table and she's at the edge of the Duncan's table talking to he. Rich is shadowed as if not there.
If I can't sell anything, it's not worth it.
Love is worth it. I'd be completely rudderless without you.
I doubt that.
Do you love me?
She's silent, canny. A small victorious smile, unwilling to speak her love as it would leave her too vulnerable.
Actions speak louder than words.
You don't love me the way I love you. Come on. Lips up. Sometimes she said she would kill herself if she couldn't find a niche for what she did. I mean, she didn't mean it, but it upset me.
I'm sorry. I was just bitching.
Fade on Duncan's, the speaker's face front, spotlighted in the dark.
He had a good eye. His criticism of my work was really, really helpful. And yet, he didn't want any of my illustrations in his department's magazine. Finally, he allowed a few. Wouldn't do any projects with me. Go to Anita for AIM. Write a children's nature book. He was a hostile shit under that charm and niceness. His character, remember that. Not the imagery we shared. I should have known who he was, but he was so convincing with his words. He seemed so loving, strong, and easy, so open that I could even teach him things. What would make him change? Find the heart he pretended he had when he was supposed to have loved me. Why do I still love him for his physical presence in the world, even though I know that his heart is not a true one? Why do I feel so diminished? So valueless? Although I know I shouldn't. Why does one love another? Because of the way they look, speak, do? His competence at work, his sureness hunting, fixing any car, fishing, something generational of communion, something of home, something of his need for me, his joy in life, his protective side, his spirit beyond mine, or it's wishful thinking. It's wishful thinking that she'll be a snot and give him a hard time. She's probably very nice. Maybe it wasn't set up. Or maybe someone just whispered in her ear one day that he was divorced and available, not remarried. Maybe he was just ready to leave me for anything new and call it love. Maybe it is love.
Lights down on she, lights up on Margaret at her house.
We all have artistic aspirations. We grow up. My daughter's in Hollywood wanting to act. She's working at a clothing store. She'll outgrow it, go back to school, get a good job, get over this absurd anti-capitalist rebellion. Gwen should too, for her own good. Get over her ridiculous socialist notions of redistribution. She hates capitalism and faults it for destroying human beings and the planet. Well, it is. Oh, please. She wants us to live like wild men and go backwards.
How do you know what she thinks?
Those Jew left-wing nuts all think that way. It's typical. Oh, she thinks anyone who makes over $20,000 a year is suspect.
That's not true.
Where would we be without corporations, capitalism, consumption, industry, technology, development? Well, there'd be no progress.
Well, corporations are devouring the planet.
Oh, yeah, no, sure, there should be limits, but she's extreme. She has made you her dupe.
What do you mean?
Your editorials and your leadership, public activism against the planned development at your HQ, for instance. And it's a wonder you haven't been fired. You're beginning to act and think like her. You cannot change everything, anything. I mean, the banks, the military, to try fighting them, childish. Just enjoy life. And her personal behavior, stealing you away from Jan.
She didn't steal me.
Sleeping with a married man. She's a slut. These mongrel people always resent white progress. She's weak. You need a strong woman.
Change of light in the past again. He speaks to an unseen Rich or to the audience.
We knew the Camino family. My old WASP family father liked Gwen better than my ex-wife, but he didn't feel I should marry her. He didn't know her family.
She to Bert and the audience from the Woodlands.
I was wearing a new hat. I had bought it at Filene's closeout, a $60 hat for $10. The day that he changed, for whatever reason, the day that he looked at me coldly from a distance after all that warmth and intimacy, that day was the coldest and most confusing day I will ever feel. I have been in a cold shock ever since. I still wear the hat. So I try to get about my life, even though there's nothing in it, no affection, no shared experience, other than with my friends, no routine with him, no life, and I will never want to bother in love again. Sometimes my fingers ache with loneliness. They say when that happens, you may be in danger of losing your mind. I couldn't go through with it again. That kind of rejection, It's an endless set of hours, so be it. I slog on day to day. Enjoy the flagrant white anciency of New England houses, the air on my skin, the garnished sky at sunset. Try to do some good for others once in a millennium. Continue painting. Hey, it's what I do.
A light comes up on the easel where she paints in the woods again.
People need to grow. His kids need to be alone with him, work out their problems.
No, they need to work out their problems. He needs to be with me.
It won't work. He needs to understand what he's been avoiding.
You're not really my friend, are you? You want to separate me from him. Why?
People resent you. You make it look too easy. Most people would have to work and slave to get half the attention you get by just walking into a room. You're commanding. It makes them feel average.
Come on. I have lost way more than I've gained. I live marginalized, on the edge. And Bert, you are certainly not average. You and I think alike. We defy the conventional workers' world. We go with the animals. We are alert, sentient wolves. You should like me.
The rule of human being is envy. What is high must be made low. What is superior must be despised. What is pure defiled. Beautiful made plain. What is strong must be weakened by the weaker. What is different needs to be made to conform. Killers always want to kill what tells them not to kill. They'll move a wall of words and acts to you to separate you from fulfillment, from love, and from resources. That is the world. That is human beings.
The light fades out on Bert. Change of light. She still in the woods. He at Duncan's.
But you loved me for being abnormal.
I loved you for not being a fool, not suffering fools, not being a boring 9-to-5 drone, for being an artist, for your talent, for not competing with me. But I know what I need. Too intense. Love is too intense, like eating dark chocolate every day, too much energy. I need energy to work, to get through my day. I'd rather have normality. Mostly there's peace in the house now. My kids are happy and they have the run of the place. I stay with her at home and she needs me, needs a husband, needs a father for her children, a family. A conventional marriage.
Margaret's at the side of the stage, moves into Duncan's with he.
You are such a conscientious father. That's what it's all about. You and I. We should have another child. But I can't sleep with you until she's out of the picture. It wouldn't be right. Moral. When she's gone, then I can love you. You're so good for me. But I will have you killed if you cheat on me. Rich told me you were single, that you had come through a bad marriage and were in a relationship that wasn't right for you. I thought we could save each other.
As the light in the forest changes to something painterly, abstract, layered, perhaps a projected painting of she's, and Margaret is still in Duncan's.
You want to go to the Madonna concert at the Centrum?
Oh, of course I do. I'll buy the tickets.
Gwen would never have gone to see that concert. She thinks most rock concert is LCD. She hated Forrest Gump.
I love Forrest Gump.
No wonder I kneel to thee. No wonder my kids feel so comfortable with you. I wish I had missed you 20 years ago. You are my foundation.
I am. I support everything you do.
She and I fight over food. She throws out my kids' food. My ex-wife makes them Betty Crocker brownies or brings them Fruit Loops. She hides the stuff. It drives them crazy.
That's terrible. Well, if she loved them, it was loving. I love your kids. They can eat whatever they want and whenever they come to my house. I know you don't believe, but it's all God's will. You and I, God's will.
I know, it's fate, you and I. You don't make me feel small for being who I am, for what I like. My dad would be proud of us if he were alive.
I know.
And now my ex-wife will be able to come to the house and see my kids. Gwen would never want that.
Why would you want to have anything to do with a woman like that? She's bad for your children.
If your ex wanted to come pick up your kids, that's fine with me. Christ, you were married for 17 years. She's a part of you.
How terrible for you.
I've only known narcissistic women till you. I know you love me. I was never sure before.
You never should have divorced. It was wrong. You harmed your children enough with the divorce. But now you can heal. I'm good for you. You know I'll be good for your kids. I had to take developmental psychology as a minor to get my master's. I know what kids need.
Margaret is looking into his eyes, pressing his palms with hers.
You're so easy, so pleasant. Your voice is so sweet. When I look into your eyes and you press my palms with yours, tell me what you think is best to do.
Get her out of the house. Tell her to go. Clean break. Start over. You need to get rid of her. Renounce the attraction. Between the sound of my voice and the motion of this, we are all sinners, guilty, needing redemption.
I am guilty. Cleanse me.
She turns back and, removing herself slightly from the scene in her imagination, she watches them embrace. Fade lights up before the breakup. House of he. End scene. Scene 7. She is on the phone dialing to he.
I have to call the Brodsky Gallery. I should have heard from them by now. I figured I'd heard from you guys by now about the dates for the New York exhibit. What? Oh my God, no! This can't be. The return receipt said that Greg received my portfolio 3 days after I sent it.
What?
They never got it. Now it's too late. They can't jury me. I've missed the show. I can't deal with it. This was my chance. My chance. How many times is this going to happen to me?
He exits, walks through the dim woods, fade down, lights, end of scene. Scene 8, the present. Near Christmas, Margaret's house. One of the forest trees comes on as a Christmas tree.
Why are you still harping on Gwen? I dumped a decade relationship in 7 weeks for you. I renounced her to everyone.
I am trying to protect you. Please.
Stop. I still like her. Respect her.
Respect that? What is your idea of love then?
Affection, caring, concern, desire, need.
You love me. You need me.
Do I, or am I your prisoner?
That's absurd.
Women, you're all nasty.
She doesn't get along with anyone.
You don't even know her.
How can you have any feeling for a self-centered lunatic like that? I mean, who cut her own babies out of her womb for the sake of her own vanity to keep her body?
How did you know she had an abortion before me?
She's a phony. We're due at Bill Fitzhume's for dinner. I knew his wife at school. I know you've known them for years. You hunt with her husband. They're going to Africa again on New Year's. Wear your best suit.
I'm not going.
Rich and Bert are spotlighted near Margaret's house. He's memory. Rich.
Why don't you see her again?
I would feel guilt towards Margaret. I mean, I wish Gwen had some means.
You didn't help her fulfill herself, did you? You didn't treat her with honor.
She was too self-absorbed.
Well, that's a fact.
You didn't even give her money when she left to help out.
Hey, Bert, I haven't seen you in a while. Going to the party?
Maybe.
Bert exits. Margaret re-enters to he.
I thought you enjoyed parties. The people in the community who know who you are, my family, my friends.
I do. I've just had enough.
It's her.
No.
Oh, you're an actor then. It's all an act, isn't it?
From outside Margaret's house, stars in the sky, Christmas tree.
Stood looking at you inside Margaret's house. The big party at Christmas. The women, the family, the couples, people with lives, envying you, wondering why I didn't need it. What was wrong with me?
So, you're not going? What kind of shit is this?
Margaret exits.
I envied you. You had invited me. I could have come inside, but I turned around, got in my truck, and left.
Not. I need some space. Get out of here and let me be. Love you. You go.
You are just like my ex-husband.
We hear a door slam shut off stage. End of scene. Scene 9. Lights change. They're hunting as in the last hunting scene. Continuation. Bert and he walking, looking for sign.
She has a tough face, Margaret. A hard mouth.
Hey, I don't want to hear that crap.
Why? You wouldn't defend Gwen?
It's different.
But Margaret does look competent, lean and sporty, like she'll keep you on a very short leash. It used to be men wanted women who were sexy for their mothering qualities. Now it's for resources in a time of scarcity. Like some animals, we're no longer sexually differentiated.
Dimorphic.
Right. You're better with words than me, more educated. What I mean is, women always like to control their men, only this time they're in the workplace with us, competitive with us. They're less leeway than when they were softer. They won't take any shit. Men, we don't know what our new roles are, other than to be sensitive and take care of the kids when the missus is at work. Masculine women, it's true, some men like bitches, like being dominated, controlled. Hate. Pretending to be love in a culture which completely controls us. The only way we can respond is by controlling each other.
She'll keep a tight rein on me, but it's good for me.
Martyr.
My father was. Maybe that's what a good marriage is. I miss Gwen. I miss her not caring what people think. I miss her not needing to socialize with the world. I miss her politics, her brains. I miss her looking like shit and looking like a sunny day, and her age and her youth and her immaturity. I should have figured it out with her, what she wanted, what we both did. I miss the dog slobbering on her, her central truth, like an island in Tahiti. I don't know what to do. I hate myself. And I have no idea why I am the way I am. And I want to find out. No, Bert, none of the therapy you've been through. It's crap. Bert, wait! I've fallen behind here.
He walks many beats. She appears again in the mysterious forest, his memory of her in the past.
I wanted simplicity, community, nature, art, beauty, an antidote to the rape of the earth, delight beyond accumulation. Instead, what I have is survival. A crappy, boring job inside with a sterile white technology and the big empty.
He walks on, is not talking to anyone directly, rather to himself.
Get a grip. I can't do this to Margaret. Okay, so I had second thoughts. I'd be crazy to leave. She has everything I need. That's how a woman makes a man feel, which keeps him tethered to the bed. She makes him feel right. You were just some fantasy, a beautiful painting, another life. I've got to tell Margaret. Honey, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Sorry I've been a selfish jerk. You're my home girl. Forgive your big bear. You're so good for me, I'd be lost without you.
Why don't you see me again? Just as friends. Bring her along. We can make peace. We can go hunting together.
I might, but my partner wouldn't approve.
Partner or owner?
Sorry. Count me out.
Yes. How much you love her. Deeply stable. Passionately stable love, right?
I have what I want. She's a good person.
Unlike me. Listening for frogs. Tracking deer through the thick fur of fog over the scrub. Lost in the high corn. On trails where there was no one. Looking for owls under Orion, stars bright as ice, fireflies, the branches bending over the tent. Does she go with you? Do those things?
I can teach her.
Teacher.
He walks on, trying to catch up with Bert. Twilight deepens. He hears a sound, freezes, raises his shotgun, whispers.
I know you think I'm lost, but I'm just following my path.
Ah.
A doe. My doe permit.
He shoots. She falls. He doesn't see her falling. As the lights dim on her and the sounds of the woods are heard.
Perhaps then I was the animal still not imprinted till you came. My language, undeciphered until then, combined to yours, illimitable, inevitably entwined. When the world classed me as what it would, you cast me out. When I built a fire circle, they put in a city and despised me for the flame and for my lack of interest in what they built. I would not, nor nature would, confirm their own desires in their time. Between the two, another view you saw but could not do. For that which is a violation of the norm must be destroyed. Mute I, their voices spoke. And you were charmed.
End of scene. Blackout. Scene 10. Outdoors.
There's a scent of electric air. Ozone. I remember when we were fishing in Rocky Pond, there was the same scent. We caught bass, lots of bass. You did. Desire comes over me. I want you back. I'm in my truck. I have venison to bring home. She doesn't care. Well, I need to bring you the meat. It's for you. This woman is a stranger, Margaret. I'd like to know what I'm doing with her.
At the edge of the stage, again from the past, is she.
I'm not a good capitalist. I'm not a good communist or a good feminist for that matter.
Fuck it. Selling our hours to buy our goods, work, buy, make money, death, debt, fishing, art, the vast open silence of the forest, taking a stand, light. I want her back. I was intelligent enough to go a good thing when I saw it. Why did I let go?
She enters, still in the past.
Wake up. It happened with my first live-in love. When I started to have showings, they came down on him like a ton of bricks right where he lived. That I was the other, not one of them. That I would sue him for palimony if he left me. That I wasn't godly, was some kind of Satanist, that he shouldn't support me, that I was using him. What he feared, they hid him there, and he cracked. They sent Bate, a woman he was attracted to, and he pushed me out for her because she wouldn't sleep with him until with me there. A friend warned him, warned us. Something terrible happened. He was burnt out of his apartment. Something terrible happened to us. It's life-threatening. I don't want to talk about it. Then, with Seth, they hit him where he lived. I helped him get a really good job with what turned out to be a bastion of wealthy conservatism, and they had a conference with him with some psychologist for 2 hours. Afterwards, he said he had lost time. He didn't know what they wanted with him. And he turned on me, saying I wanted to live in a commune, suspicious of anything I did for him as an ulterior motive. Our friends were shocked. He treated me like I was some kind of child molester. Then his boss introduced him to a good woman. Good job. And bingo, she got herself pregnant. Now it's happening again. They hit you along the fissures. I don't make enough money. Artists are a dime a dozen. You could do so much better. I'm a parasite. I have heard it all before. It is not my problem. Bad girl? Good girl? Like Ava Gardner and Grace Kelly and Magambo. Only with me, the good girl always gets the man.
In the woods, we see hunters and stalkers, the actors camouflaged as such, or shadow play on the scrim, whispering and talking. As she enters the shadows, we see a shadow of antlers, lights up on Margaret's house.
His articles are more and more critical of the system since he met her, and his influence is expanding with over 30,000 readers.
Dialogue continues as she walks in the woods, evading shadowy stalkers and decipherable whispers. She walks towards he, his waiting arms, hugs him, sense of final destination. Then he turns her out of his arms. She walks on into the woods, trying to stay proud, but the change in posture reveals her defeat.
We've dogged her so many times. This should finish her.
My doe permit.
She holds up a pistol. We don't know if she will shoot herself. We hear a gunshot once more as she falls. He continues to walk through the woods to Margaret's house and now comes back inside the immediate present before the party.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you. What do we have in common? You're a church-going Catholic. I'm not. You're right with the way it is. The Republicans, the wars, the elite, everything I oppose.
You're muted, Margaret.
Childish. We have to accept the way things are.
You won't fish or hunt with me? You're not interested in nature or science? What do you want with me?
I want us to have our families combined in a big house when we sell our houses and to travel when we retire, to live a good life, to live well, reality, without any EDs, feces. And I love nature. I like to scuba dive and snorkel.
Margaret taking out the Marlboro pack.
Wait.
They can hypnotize a person with something called instant induction.
I see what you're doing. Stop talking.
He holds Margaret's hands behind her back.
You are the stranger. The novelty is worn off. You, even my family. I know where I should be. I want to go back to Gwen.
You'll never find her.
What are you talking about?
She's living in a shelter. She couldn't even keep her new job.
What are you saying? Wait, God, I'm slow. That was the whole thing, wasn't it? The reason you came on to me, just to get me to leave her. The reason you wanted her gone so quickly. You thought she'd do something desperate, kill herself, retaliate on you or me. She would have been justified.
Yes, it was all part of the plan. Patsy. We thought perhaps she'd be provoked enough this time to try something which would get her arrested or even committed, but she didn't.
Lights down on he, almost as if a freeze frame in the shadow at the side of Margaret's house. Margaret walks to Rich.
They've done her psychograph. She should have snapped by now. She doesn't react the way we want. They've done his psychograph. He wants to feel like the big man, like he's taking care of a woman, but that she's his social superior, and it gives him stature. He feels guilt for the divorce. Well, that can be worked on. Big mother complex, wants total approval from his parents, wants to feel superior to a woman, yet likes feeling controlled. Not so much what a woman is as what she has as an acquisition. Likes feeling martyred to a woman. Doesn't really feel love or know what love is. It's a snap to get him to leave her. What about you?
My mother was a control freak. I enjoy violating other women by destroying their relationships and doing service to a higher order at the same time. What did Bert say? Competing and being righteous at the same time? I know exactly who I am, but I can turn my negatives into assets. It's a kick.
What about the sex?
We can keep that controlled. Once we're married, it will be an alliance. Our assets will be combined. He can do what he wants for sex.
Compulsively serial monogamist.
I have seen him casing new women already. Fine. But we can't have these nigger-loving, nigger-fucking kikes corrupting our good, white, Christian men. These subversive bitches who hate our culture and want to replace it with their perversions and replace us with subhumans, the people of color, the immigrants, these kikes who control everything, media, the Democrats, the banks.
I don't understand how he would ever want such a lazy, bleeding heart commie, liberated, baby-killing slut, an unnatural woman with no kids who doesn't believe in work or Savior Jesus Christ or marriage and man's God-given dominion over women, family, or anything decent and American. Who wants us, weak as white Christian Americans, who made this country great, who is against USA dominance, who hates cops, does not support our troops, spits on them, who hate capitalism and hard work, who want to make us slaves from their faggot, tranny, mixed race mud people, who want the commies and niggers and spics and towelheads to take over this country. The welfare poor. She is the enemy to everything, right? Anti-American cunt. Yeah, we should kill these people. Or
We will, by destroying her life.
Margaret steps back in. To he, light back up on him.
We had to separate the two of you. Everything she told you is true. It's not just her. You were getting too vocal. Your editorials were too radical, influenced by her crazy ideas. Delusional. You gave her a base to operate from. We can't have it. Every time she started to get somewhere, we have stopped her. Like we stopped thousands. We neutralize anyone who could galvanize change against the status quo, even those who are not central targets.
That's ridiculous. Operate from? Why? She's no one important. Who the fuck are you people?
What people like her, what they want, what they do, it's worthless and it's wrong.
I'll tell.
Tell what? There's nothing you can do. There are more of us than you can imagine. It gets easier every time as our techniques get subtler, more advanced. The power of suggestion. Listen to me, watch my hands while I tell you who she is and what we are.
She uses the Marlboro pack to distract him.
At the sound of my voice, you are already docile. At the words imprinted on you, you will behave. Gwen is a user. She just used her art as an excuse not to work, not to have family. She's unstable, potentially dangerous.
Tell me what to do.
Listen to me. Regress now. You are 5. You are my child. I dominate you, own you. You've done a terrible thing. You've got to make amends.
Margaret grips him firmly with her other hand. He doesn't feel her grip.
Punish me for my guilt. Keep the strap of my behavior tight. You're so nice to guide me into goodness.
Sirens are heard outside. He changes, docile. Even his voice is different.
I love you. I would die if you left me.
So, are you ready to go to the party?
Rich is picking us up. Do you want to go? I'll defer to your wishes if you don't want to go, sweetheart.
I love you, honey. I'll wait right here.
The inside lights down. Christmas tree lights can be seen through although the rest of the forest is dark. There's a strange kowtowing sound and perhaps distant stars, distant campfires, and an appearing doe in a bronzed and gilded light. Blackout. End of play.